On August 27, 2019, in Los Angeles, California, the local police department received a wellness check request for 46-year-old Slade Douglas. The request was based on false suicide allegations made by the Veterans Affairs through the Veterans Crisis Line. Shortly after the call, officers Jeremy Wheeler and Jeffrey Yabana arrived at Mr. Douglas's apartment.
Hi, Doug?
Yeah.
Douglas, Mr. Slade.
Yes.
How you doing? All right. We got a call from, was it the veterans?
I don't know what they called for.
Can we come in and talk to you for a minute?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anyone else in the house?
No, that's it.
So, I'm just gonna make sure nobody else is
No,
in here.
please, no. Hold on, I asked you no.
All right, just
I'm about
relax.
to ask you to leave.
The officer, without permission, attempted to search Slade Douglas's apartment immediately upon arrival. Under the Fourth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, officers must have a search warrant or permission to search private property. Given the nature of the incident, it's clear that the officers did not have a warrant, putting them on the verge of violating Mr. Douglas's Fourth Amendment rights, which protect against unreasonable searches and seizures. A similar case occurred in Georgia v. Randolph, 2006, where the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that police cannot conduct a warrantless search if one occupant consents and another physically present occupant objects. Fortunately, in Mr. Douglas's situation, the officer complied with his request and ceased the search.
Because this is my house.
Okay.
Number one, you just can't walk around.
Let me ask you just a couple questions. Okay. The veterans people, they were concerned, okay, regarding a couple things. One was which that you were threatening to commit suicide.
That's not true.
Okay. So what I'm here for is just to make sure you're not going to do something like that. You understand? So if you need our help, that's what I'm here for.
I'm okay.
So we're not here to mess with you, bother you, or anything.
Well, you do understand if you just walk in my place and you just automatically start walking around, and I know y'all wear body cams as well. I'm extra unfortunate too. If you just come in my place like that and you just start walking around, you have to have my permission to do that. So I don't appreciate that. You can't violate my rights because you got to call it help.
Okay. Right.
So you're not helping me if you just come in and you automatically start violating.
Well, sir, it was more for like officer safety.
No, it's not officer safety because I didn't even have to let you in.
Right.
So don't say right, because it's about my safety because you're in my domain, and if you're here to help me, you can't say, well, my safety is because I have no weapons. Obviously,
We don't know that.
You do know that because I'm asking you to leave. Please leave.
Mr. Douglas asked the officers to leave after inviting them into his apartment, a request they were legally obligated to follow. If the police do not have a search warrant, an individual has the right to withdraw consent and ask them to leave at any time. Under the Police Misconduct Provision Law, it is unlawful for law enforcement officers to engage in a pattern of conduct that deprives people of their constitutional rights. However, instead of respecting Mr. Douglas's legal right to revoke consent, the officers escalated the situation, violating both legal and ethical standards. In Florida v. Jardines, 2013, the Supreme Court reaffirmed that a homeowner has the right to refuse entry or withdraw consent from law enforcement. Retaliation by the police, which can include intimidation, harassment, or physical force, is prohibited under federal law.
I'm asking you
So
to leave.
you don't feel
I
like
know.
hurting yourself?
I'm asking you to leave.
You don't feel like
Please
hurting
leave.
yourself?
I'm asking you to leave my residence.
Well, if you answer this question, then
I'm asking you to leave my residence.
I'm about to put you in handcuffs, sir.
If
All
you
right.
do that, that's your choice.
Okay, turn around. Put your hands behind.
Why would you put me in handcuffs?
Turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
What have I done?
You're going to listen to what I said. You're going to put down the phone. You're calling 911, and I'm standing right here.
But what have I done?
Put down the damn phone.
Why are you
Turn
cursing
around and
at
put
me?
your hands
Why
behind
are
your
you
back.
using profanity
Put your
at
hands
me?
behind your back.
Why are you using...
Because you know what? You're calling 911 and we're standing right in front of
But
you.
I'm
Does that
asking
make
you to
sense?
leave my residence.
I'm not leaving your place now. Turn around. Put
You
your hands
said you
behind your
came
back.
here to help
I'm not
me.
doing that now. Put your hands behind your back. You're calling 911 right in front of us.
Because I asked you to leave my residence.
we can't leave.
You know
We're
this.
determined.
You know this.
The officers detained Mr. Douglas for trying to call other law enforcement, and one officer took his phone without consent. Police can ask for a phone, but individuals can decline without a warrant. Seizing the phone during a false arrest violated Mr. Douglas's First Amendment rights, including his freedom of speech. In Riley v. California, 2014, the Supreme Court ruled that police must have a warrant to search a phone, further confirming this violation. The officer's actions suppressed his right to seek assistance and compounded the abuse of power.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
No,
if you were law enforcement, then you would understand.
Okay. And this is why African Americans have issues with law
Don't
enforcement.
start that. Don't start that. That's a bunch of
I
nonsense.
asked you to leave, and you use profanity at someone?
That's okay. I could use that.
Oh, really?
if I
For
want.
someone
Yes.
who you concerned about
Yes.
doing something to themselves?
Hey, you know what? When you're not listening to commands, what did you do?
That wasn't a command.
All right.
A command for me to ask you to leave my residency?
You got.
Command us to do
I can ask you to leave if you're not supposed. Why are you here? You were here to help me, and
We are here because somebody wanted us to shut
And I told you I was fine. And then you started exacerbating my condition.
You need-
Why are you putting your hand up like for me not to speak? You can't help a person if you don't want to listen to what they are saying. If I ask you to leave because you're exacerbating my disability, which clearly you're aware I'm a person with a disability because you already observed, number one, you see a sign right here that's saying that. Number two,
How do I know what that is?
Yeah. What is that?
oh, well, how do you
How do you know I don't have one?
You could, but guess what? If you had one and you came in my residency and I
So
came,
you're
hold on
the
one second.
victim here, right? You're the victim here, right?
Well, you guys are victimizing me. And now I'm in cuffs.
Well, you're in cuffs now because of the way you're acting.
Why? I asked
Who
you
else
not
is
to
here?
touch my plate.
Don't-
Why are you grabbing me? I'm not doing anything.
Relax. Relax.
But I asked you not to look
Relax.
at my plate. Okay, that's a violation.
You-
Stand right there. No, you cannot.
Why not?
Because you're in our custody right now. You are detained.
Okay, I'm doing
Wait, you know what? You can call up whoever you talk to and tell them, explain to them
Sir, would you please
why
not
we're
step
here.
on my rug, please? That's a very expensive rug.
The officers arrested Mr. Douglas without explanation, searched his apartment without consent, violating his Fourth Amendment rights, and mocked his disability, ignoring the protections of the Americans with Disabilities Act. Despite the ADA prohibiting discrimination in law enforcement activities, the officers continued their misconduct and mistreatment.
Who says I want to step on your rug?
Why are you acting like
These your shoes?
See, yes, they are.
Okay, good. You can put them on. You have ID with you?
I do, but I need to get it. I can't get it.
Where's your ID?
Would you please remove your hands off of me?
No, I will not.
I'm not resisting.
No, I will not. No, I will not. And I recommend you don't resist. So put your shoes on.
Why would I resist so y'all can
Go ahead,
put
put
my
your
ass?
shoes on.
Because that's what y'all want to do anyhow.
What's your problem?
You?
You know what? We came here because you called for help.
I didn't call you. I didn't call you.
Who'd you call?
I did not call
Who
you.
did you call?
I didn't call
Who
you.
do you think they're going to call?
I don't know. Obviously, I wouldn't want them to call you all.
Well, they did.
Okay.
Okay?
Well,
And now you're in our custody because you're under a mental evaluation.
That's
Okay.
funny. Okay.
Police can only detain someone if they reasonably believe the person is mentally ill and at risk of suicide or harm. In Mr. Douglas's case, the officers had no valid reason to suspect this, as the Veterans Affairs call lacked credibility. Instead of properly assessing him, they detained him out of pride after he tried to call for help, violating his rights further.
And the body cams are working too. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, good.
Absolutely.
Where's your ID?
Do you want your ID?
I can't get it because I'm not going to allow you to go through my things here either.
Okay, so you don't own any weapons.
I already showed you that I had no weapons.
I don't know
told
that.
you that.
I don't know that.
Okay, you don't know anything.
Because I could go looking for anywhere that you might have a weapon if you're going on a 5150 hold.
I shouldn't be on a 5150 hold.
Why don't you?
That's an abuse of authority to put someone on a 5150 hold who has shown no
Are
signs
these
of
your
harming
keys?
themselves.
Are these your keys to your apartment, sir?
They are.
Okay. And I don't believe you're law enforcement the way you're acting.
I can't believe you're law enforcement either. But you are.
Yep.
Which we see it all too often in terms of how law enforcement act.
Act towards who?
Hey, could you go let Aaron know that I'm being unlawfully detained?
Don't worry
Could
about
you do that for me? Aaron, the manager here. Could you let him know? Could you let him know? Aaron,
Yeah, you can make
go
your
tell Donna for me. Will you go tell Donna for me?
They're right here, Don.
John, go tell Aaron that I'm being unlawfully detained. Aaron, Yes, for no reason. For no reason whatsoever.
You called us.
I did not call you.
called us.
Oh, I called you, so you.
Yeah.
Why are you using the arm bar on me? I'm turning around. What are you? Oh, I gotta face this way now? Why is that?
Look at where you're acting.
What you mean, how am I acting? I hope this is gonna be worth it to you. I hope it's gonna be worth it. Yeah, it is for me to say, I'm a citizen, you're supposed to protect the service. Unfortunately, you all never did.
I don't disagree with that. Don't pull me.
What you mean, don't pull you? I'm walking. I can call him now.
Not when I'm there, sir.
Yeah, what you mean, not when you're there?
It's.
If I ask you to leave.
Well, you're not gonna let me answer. Then I'm not gonna answer.
Okay, but you don't have a lot of answers.
Actually, what you did was against the law.
It's not against the law. What you did was against my rights, so it was against the law as well. Your badge does not allow you to deny a person their constitutional rights. When I asked you to leave, you asked me. I told you that I was in no danger to myself or others. You did not, and you noticed that based upon your observation. So when I asked you to leave, I said that's where my disability.
After his arrest, Mr. Douglas was placed in a police vehicle and handcuffed for nearly an hour, despite repeatedly requesting reasonable accommodations for his disability. The officers continuously ignored these requests. Eventually, after Mr. Douglas had to raise his voice, the officers finally acknowledged his request.
You should have left. You don't behave because I'm asking you to leave my residence because you're engaging in conduct behavior.
Second, I will give me. No, I will not put him in the
Well,
front.
you need to move him because this is exacerbating.
I will fix him though. I will fix him.
Okay, could you do it really soon?
Yes.
I'm asking for a reasonable accommodation.
I told you guys that's what I'm gonna do. So be
Okay, well, I
quiet.
need it soon because my disability is being exacerbated. And then you go raising your voice again at somebody. Why are
Hey,
you raising your voice?
you won't let me get a word in edgewise.
Because I'm fucking hurt.
Get up. Get out.
You can speak to me in a different tone as well. You don't need to scream. And don't say that I am because you claim you're supposed to be helping me. It's the right.
These cuffs are just
It's the
fine.
right. And it's not that it's loose, it's a positioning on my arm.
What are you talking about?
I have a, okay, you're aware
What are you
that I'm a
talking about?
disabled veteran,
Are you
right?
sure? Yeah, well,
Okay,
that's what
I
you're
have
saying.
cervical radiculopathy.
You see, there's plenty of room there.
No, it's not about the room, it's the positioning of my arm.
Well, how do you want your arms?
I need this cuff to be removed so from the front.
You know what? The cuffs wouldn't be on you if you weren't acting the way
Okay,
you are.
whatever. Acting by exercising my constitutional
Okay, have a
rights.
seat.
I
I just checked your cuffs. Get in.
Okay, it's not the cuffs, it's the positioning of my arms. I requested the accommodation.
That's how the LAPD does our
No, you can
handcuffs.
also
Have
make
a seat.
so that's the purpose of asking for a reasonable accommodation.
And that was the reasonable
No, the
accommodation.
reasonable accommodation is to reposition my arm because it's exacerbating my
Reposition
condition.
it how?
I need it in the front because it's exacerbating.
That's not how we do. That's not how we do our handcuffs.
Well, the thing about asking for a reasonable accommodation is a policy exception.
No, we don't have a policy exception
Yes,
for
you
that.
do. Everyone
No.
complies by
You can
ADA.
have a
Okay,
separate.
that's fine.
No, police do not.
The officers delayed calling EMTs for 30 minutes while arguing with Mr. Douglas, showing poor judgment and a lack of urgency. Their failure to prioritize his well-being raises concerns about their training in handling medical emergencies. Police are obligated to protect the public, but their actions here demonstrate a troubling disregard for that duty.
How much time do you have on?
20.
I have 34. So the smartest thing's going to be put him on a gurney, handcuff him to the rails, take him to the hospital, tell the doctor that he's complained that he's got previous back injuries and he fell in comfortable position and you need to clear him. That way it takes all the liability off of you guys, takes it off the city. I think it'll be the best thing to do.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
We got.
So we're on the same
What
page.
information does he have?
After arriving at the hospital, Mr. Douglas claims that officers pressured a nurse, Ricky, to find substances in his system to justify his arrest. Without his consent, Douglas was forcibly injected multiple times while restrained, subjected to invasive procedures, and threatened with further injections to extract information. This alleged abuse, lasting over 8 hours, involved sexual battery, false imprisonment, and violations of federal laws against conspiracies and abuses of power. Mr. Douglas is represented by legal team. No further updates have been made. On September 9th, 2022, First Amendment Auditor Joshua Roberts owner of the Pepperoni Audit's YouTube channel, was filming outside Dove Technologies in Florence, South Carolina. While recording, 2 workers exited the building and approached him.
You don't have my permission, you can turn that off right now. Have my face in there.
What was that? I can't hear you.
You don't have my signed authorization to have my face in that camera. Turn it off.
Can I have your signed authorization? This guy's coming up aggressive, everyone. Can I help you?
No, can you help us?
Yo, get away from me, buddy.
No, dude. Who are
Get the
you?
f away from me, dude.
Why are you here?
Back the f.
Why are you here?
I suggest you leave me alone.
You're on private property.
I suggest you do something about that then and get back inside.
Really?
Yeah, really. You like going around with people like this?
You know
think
what?
that's fun? Don't touch my buddy.
Oh, go ahead. Oh, so
Do it. Do it.
What
Touch it. That's on camera.
are
Back
we
the
doing?
f.
What are we doing here?
Back the f off, buddy. You touch, you get tased. Get the f back inside.
What's going on here?
Get the f back inside. Do not touch me.
I didn't touch you. I didn't touch you.
Don't.
I didn't touch you.
Don't. Why did he come up and grab me?
I didn't
You
grab
back off.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did, buddy.
Get that thing out of my face.
No, you f***ing come up to me, get in my face. I'll do something, buddy. Get
Call
inside.
911.
Get inside,
Call the sheriff's department.
pussy.
Whoa, dude.
Whoa, dude, you just come up and grab people? What the f is
And I
wrong with
grabbed
you?
you.
Your homie did.
Don't he my homie. This is private property. You say you're filming.
This is an easement. I'm not on your property. You see that?
You're filming
That belongs to the city.
And why are you here? Anyway?
So let me ask you a question. Does that give you the right to come up and grab my camera and almost
Why are
break
you
it?
stalking people here? Hey,
You assaulted me, buddy.
Call 911.
call the sheriff's department.
Hey, call your husband.
Mr. Roberts informs the workers that he's on an easement, not private property, because the utility poles belong to the city. While Florence County's GIS data suggests he may be on public property, it's crucial to note that utility poles on a property don't automatically make it public. The government may acquire a utility easement, allowing poles on private land without changing its private nature. Thus, relying solely on the presence of utility poles as a sign of public property is a common misconception in the auditor community.
Call your husband, fat boy.
Oh man, wow, this guy's great.
Get in, Tubby.
Yeah, he's freaking hopped up on freaking meth. Look at his teeth.
Yeah, look at you, buddy. You come up and grab me for fucking reason. What's your problem? What did I do to you? What did I do to you? I'm out in public recording, and you come up and grab somebody, dude.
Who are you with?
I'm with myself.
Oh, you just
And you're about to owe me a new camera lens.
What's going on, bud? Come on, man.
Oh, nothing. Just getting assaulted out here. That's about it.
get assaulted.
Yeah, by one of their workers.
What happened?
I was just out here taking some pictures, and one of the guys came out here saying he didn't want to be filmed, and he ran up to me, started circling me, grabbed my camera, started pushing up on me. So that sounds like an assault to me. And it's all videotaped.
You have it on video?
Oh, it's all recorded. Luckily, he didn't break my camera. Otherwise, I probably couldn't show you guys if you want to see it. Because I do want to press charges on him.
Was there something involving a taser?
Oh, I pulled it out in self-defense.
Okay.
When you come out at me like that and you're about to destroy my stuff and do bodily harm to me, you're damn right I'm going to pull a taser on someone.
Mr. Roberts claims a worker assaulted him by grabbing his camera and pushing him, leading him to pull out his taser in self-defense. Under South Carolina law, assault and battery in the third degree occurs if someone unlawfully injures or attempts to injure another. Physical harm isn't required. Any rude or offensive touching, like the worker's actions, could be enough for a conviction. Additionally, the South Carolina Code prohibits willful and malicious injury to personal property. If the worker grabbed the camera with malicious intent, it could lead to a conviction, though the camera was not destroyed since Mr. Roberts continued filming.
You're damn right. You need to tell that guy he needs to not put hands on people. It's a short little fat guy.
I'm aggressive.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do a report on him too.
That's fine. We
Yep.
can do that.
Oh yeah, they're gonna have to learn.
I just need to give this deputy your information for me, all right? You have an ID or something?
I don't have an ID. Yeah, buddy, you're gonna learn you can't come outside and grab people, man. That ain't right.
Handling this today. I'm handling this. You're just
All right.
calls him to get.
Is it free speech? Am I allowed to say stuff?
Well, you have a freedom of speech, but there's also something called breach of peace.
Okay, I'd like to see you try that, buddy. Those people put hands on me. I'm the victim. So you want to turn it around on me?
I'm not turning it around.
Please do so.
What I'm telling you is,
You guys are known to be the biggest pieces of shit
Okay.
in South Carolina.
explain something to you, all right?
Yeah, sure. Explain to me public photography and people coming up and touching me. What did I do wrong?
Are you gonna let me talk?
Go on ahead.
What I was saying is, I don't need you yelling while I'm trying to talk to this man, 'cause that's gonna cause him to yell, cause a scene. You get mad, he's gonna get mad, then it escalates.
Okay,
Just talk to this deputy.
let me tell you something. I'm allowed to say whatever the hell I want.
You want
If I want to say shit to him because he came up and grabbed me, and I want to call him a dummy for doing that, I have every right
Guess
to.
what? If you yell across this parking lot while you have all these people standing around, that is called breach of peace.
You want to try that,
I
buddy?
will lock you up for
You
that,
want
okay?
to try that?
Yes, I will.
You want to try that?
All right.
Try
We're not
it.
going that
Try
route,
it.
2 deputies from the Florence County Sheriff's Office responded to the worker's call, and one threatened to arrest Mr. Roberts for breach of the peace if he yelled across the parking lot. In South Carolina, breach of the peace refers to conduct that disturbs public order or tranquility, but actual violence is not required. Similarly, disorderly conduct involves boisterous or profane behavior in public. Although Mr. Roberts yelled at the workers, his speech did not contain fighting words that could incite violence, and it was likely protected under the First Amendment.
Try it. Name and badge number.
Corporal Triggers, 1 at 8.
Name and badge number.
Triggers, 236.
All right, go do my assault charge.
I need you to give him your information.
You need to go talk to them.
I will do my job, all right? I'm one of the supervisors.
Go do your job.
All right. Give this deputy information.
Go do your
tell him
job. I
everything
already
that
told him I
happened.
would.
All right.
Go do your job. Go talk to them. I'm done with you. Yeah. Remember, I want that the charges filed.
What's your first name?
Joshua. And you better file charges if I'm giving you my information.
What's your day, bro?
If you don't, believe me, you guys will get complaints, and this will be
That's
all
fine.
over you.
Whatever you need to do, man.
6.5 hours later.
He needs to be talking to that little short fat guy too. He's the one who put hands on me. You guys are gonna have to learn something about free speech, Florence. I guess, who was it? Not Tony Chavis. Look, they have to run me first, everyone. They can't run the actual criminal. They have to run me first.
You got a good phone number?
No, I don't.
You don't have a phone number.
I don't have a phone
So you understand when if you do want to file a report, they're not going to be able to contact you.
Oh, so I can't file a report then because I don't have a phone?
Did I say that? I said they're
Oh,
going to
no.
have the issue.
No, I have an
contacting
email
you.
address. Can I give you my email address? Pepperoni audits at USA.com.
You said at USA.com?
USA.com. All together. Yeah, like I said, he should be questioning the guy, the short fat guy who grabbed me. I don't know why he's hiding inside. I just gave you my information. Now, let's do this report. Can you go tell him, go question the guy who assaulted me?
He's going to conduct his investigation. It's not my job to supervise.
So you can't tell him the information I just gave you?
Your
The
personal information?
description of the individual?
Do you see him up there?
No, he's not. He's inside hiding. He hasn't left either. I've gotten every license plate, every car that's come in and out of here. I made sure of that.
What was he wearing?
He had a blue shirt. Short, dark hair, fat. Probably the only short, fat one in there. Kenny Boone, that's who it was. That was your sheriff. Did you work during his time?
No, I didn't.
Oh. Well, that's too bad. You probably would have made a lot more money if you did. So what was the call about?
Somebody coming up here harassing employees and pulling a taser on someone.
Oh, cool. Did they mention that they came out when I was just taking pictures of their property and they came up and grabbed me? Did they tell you that? Did they tell you they circled me and surrounded me? They mentioned that in the 911 call? Oh, they didn't mention the part before though, right? The part where they assaulted me, they forgot, they left that out.
We got a call about a suspicious person being on the property.
Oh, am I on the property?
Assuming you were, if you were over there.
Oh, you're assuming I was.
Were you over there? You said you were filming that car.
You know what? I'm not going to answer any more questions.
Walking around the vehicles, filming the cars, so that means you was on the property.
I'm not going to answer any more questions. That's how stupid you are. That's how stupid you are.
Keep on.
Yeah, fucking moron. This is called a career killer right here, this camera. Yeah.
That's all you got to do.
Yeah, it is. And you got to violate rights and not uphold your oath.
You're right. You can film all day.
Well, you just said I was on their property.
You said you was on their property.
I never did once.
You said you was walking around the cars, filming the cars.
I said I was filming every license plate in every car going in and out. Did I say I was inside their property?
If we're gonna do this report, you need to explain to me in detail how it got to the point.
Do you see where I'm standing? Do you see where I'm standing right now? Hey, I'm over here.
You're standing by the mailbox. Technically, this is still their property.
You're so dumb.
You're in the road.
I dare you, man. I dare you.
Dare me to what?
Trespass me. If you think this is their property, trespass me.
You need to explain to me what happened to the point to where you say you got assaulted.
How about I talk to this guy? Is this your supervisor? You're not doing shit, man. You're just an idiot.
So walk over there and talk to him.
Hey, are you a supervisor? Can I get your name and badge number?
My name, badge number?
Yeah.
Deputy Poston 229.
All right, I just got assaulted, and this guy really doesn't care. He's not really.
He's just talking shit, running his mouth. That's all he does.
I'm just talking shit. You hear this, guys?
He said he got assaulted, but he is yet to tell me how.
I was just out here taking some pictures, and one of the guys came out here saying he didn't want to be filmed, and he ran up to me, started circling me, grabbed my camera, started pushing up on me.
He said he got assaulted, but he is yet to tell me how.
I've told you.
Circled by this guy.
I've told him multiple times this guy is terrible. If you're a supervisor, reprimand him.
I'm not a supervisor.
All right, can you help me and do your job?
Our supervisor's over there.
He done cussed him out.
Yeah.
Oh, why did I cuss him out? Because he said he was going to arrest me after I got assaulted.
He said he was going to arrest you for breach of peace if you didn't shut your mouth all across the parking lot.
How about you shut your mouth? How about you do that, buddy? Just shut your mouth. Because you're useless.
Do anything you say.
You're useless, bro.
Okay.
You're a useless public servant. Right. That's all you are. I didn't hear him at first. He started screaming, and I said, "What'd you say?" And he said, "You don't have permission to film me." And then he just started circling me, surrounding me, and then he went boom, grabbed my camera and twisted as hard as he could. He almost broke the lens off. So I'm just curious, if he's allowed to do that, can I do that to anyone? Like if I see a girl in public and she has a purse on and I'm like, give me that purse, let me see it for a second. I can just grab it. Okay, so that's illegal.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, just making sure.
Do you film for yourself or who do you film for?
No, I just film anything I see in public, man.
You originally from Florence or?
I'm around. I've been all around.
Okay.
Hi, Mr. Roberts.
I spoke with the two gentlemen that came out and dealt with you. All right. All their information is going to be entered into the report as well as your statement you gave this deputy. All right.
All right.
I made them aware that yes, you can view video from a public area, which the roadway is public. But if you cross over into the
I've
track.
checked the property lines. I don't need directives.
Okay. Well, I still got to tell you, okay?
You don't have to tell me.
Well, I'm going.
Well, not too good.
Wow, what's going on today, buddy?
I had some dude inside. Oh, you're getting really close, man.
Oh, yeah, I like to get close. I like to talk to people.
Can you stop?
No, sir.
So
I want to talk to you. What's going on, my friend?
Stop fucking getting so close to me, dude.
What's going on, man?
Dude, stop approaching me.
Sir, I'm allowed to approach
fuck
you.
off, dude.
Okay.
Give me some space, dude.
Go ahead and turn.
Give me some space,
Put your hands
dude.
behind your back.
No, give me some. Ow! Oh my dude, what the
Put
fuck?
your hand behind your
For
back.
what? For what?
Your piece.
Sergeant Paul Morrison responded to the scene and approached Mr. Roberts, who repeatedly asked him to maintain distance. After Mr. Roberts directed a profanity at him, Sergeant Morrison tackled him and claimed he was arresting Roberts for resisting arrest. However, Mr. Roberts argued that he only stepped away because he had no indication he was being arrested. Under South Carolina law, a person can be convicted of resisting arrest, but only if they knowingly resist a lawful arrest. Since Sergeant Morrison never informed Mr. Roberts of an arrest and had no lawful basis for one, a court would likely conclude that Mr. Roberts could not be convicted of resisting arrest. Additionally, South Carolina law permits individuals to resist an unlawful arrest with proportional force. Given that Roberts used no force at all, his actions would likely be seen as justified. It should also be noted that the phrase, "call your husband" at the beginning of the video is addressed to a woman working in the business, and Sergeant Paul Morrison is her husband.
For you?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, very nice, dude. Very nice. Enjoy the lawsuit. Enjoy paying for my camera too.
Absolutely.
Enjoy paying for my camera.
Now, you getting resisting arrest?
Resisting, I'm not moving.
When I went to put my hands on you, you pulled away from me.
Yeah, because you have no right to arrest me.
Sir, you're under arrest. You have the right to attorney,
You
have
kept
him or present.
approaching me.
Sir, you have the right to attorney, have him or present before any questions are asked. You decide any time to exercise these rights and not make any more statements. Do you understand these rights?
I don't answer any more questions without a lawyer present.
Absolutely. All right, go and stand them up.
Enjoy getting sued, guys.
Absolutely. Got the taser, so what?
Oh yeah, I've already told him I got assaulted, dumbass. He was the victim, dumbass.
So here's the thing, you pulled it out and you was threatening him.
He attacked me. It's on camera.
All right. Well, we're gonna log all this in too.
Good, do it. Thanks for breaking my camera. Appreciate it, man.
Cool.
Make sure you get my battery too.
After Sergeant Morrison arrested Mr. Roberts, no criminal charges were filed, and Roberts was released. He filed a formal complaint, leading to an internal investigation that resulted in Morrison's resignation on September 15, 2022. Sheriff T.J. Joy confirmed multiple policy violations and referred the case to the 12th Circuit Solicitor's Office, though no charges were filed. Mr. Roberts also alleged that Morrison deleted video footage of the incident, but Roberts recovered and shared it online. The sheriff's office has not addressed the deleted footage publicly. On March 22, 2024, independent journalist Justin McHenry visited the Clinton Police Department in Arkansas and began filming in the parking lot. He was soon confronted by Lieutenant Scott Solomon of the Clinton PD, later joined by Van Buren County Sheriff Eric Coons. McHenry recorded the interaction and later shared the video on his YouTube channel.
See what we got here. Look at this. This small town of Clinton, what do they got, like 2,500 people? They have dash cams. And then you go to bigger towns like Sherwood, has like 10 times the people. They do not have dash cams in their freaking cars. Oh, we got a spit bottle in here. Heck yeah, brother. Public property. Public property. Neither is this, but dude's parking right up under. No personal property tag, but they're parked right up under here. I wonder what's that about. Is this your personal vehicle?
Yes, it is.
How come you're parked up under here?
Because I rent that space and have a salon here. Why are you videoing cars out here?
Is this the police station?
Yes.
So you have a salon on the same building as the police station?
Who are you?
Is that what's happening? Who are you, lady?
How about you talk to the owner
Oh, I don't care. I'll talk to whoever.
Right.
So this is half police station, half beauty salon?
There's multiple renters inside here.
Oh, is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So what are we doing?
Cool, man. I'm working on a story.
For
Who are you?
I'm the owner.
You're the owner of the building?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Like, so you don't work for the police station, you just own the building and the
Right.
police station is renting a spot out from you?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, if the police station is renting a spot out from you, then that makes this public property. So I'm just working on a story in public property is what I'm doing.
For what though?
Working on a story. Like, what does anyone work on stories for?
But what's the story for?
Well, I can't tell you that. You'll just have to wait till it's published. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
ahead, I guess.
Yep. Thanks, man. Oh, bro left his computer on. His dash is still saying like it's on right now. It's interesting. What's up, dude? Is this, I think this car's left on.
Lieutenant Scott Sullivan's call.
Oh, cool. I think you left your car on, brother.
No, my car's off.
Oh, the dash is blinking stuff. Does it just do that all day?
It does.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Lieutenant Sullivan, Police Department. What's your name?
Cool. I'm Justin. Nice to meet you, man.
Did you have somebody I can say?
No, sir. I don't.
No, I mean,
No.
Arkansas is one of the 15 ID states. So Biden.
There is no way you believe that. All right. Since you're starting off this way, do you have somewhere higher than you? Because I promise you that's not correct, and you're going to get your whole town into a lawsuit. And I don't want to go that way. I've been having a great day. You don't want to go that way either.
But if you just tell me your name.
I'm not telling you my name. I'll tell you my first name, and we're stopping there, and I'm not answering any more questions. If you want to ID me unlawfully, you're going to lose your job and your qualified immunity.
Can I ask you what you're doing?
I'm working on a story.
For who are you with?
I'm an independent journalist. What's your name?
Solomon, Lieutenant Solomon.
Solomon.
Yes, sir.
Do not think, there is no such thing as a stop and ID state. There's no such thing. That is a term.
Okay.
That is a...
Let me explain something to you. Can I explain something?
I'll listen to you. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. This day and time, there's all sorts of things going on.
This day and time is a terrible thing because we're in one of the most safest times to date in world history. Tell me a safer time in world history than right now.
Okay.
So,
Well,
don't say in this day and time, because cops always say that and it's stupid.
Okay.
So you can start over though if you want to.
Let me just put it like this.
Yep.
You know, if we see somebody looking at our police cars,
Come talk to me, sure. But don't threaten to arrest me if I don't give you my ID.
I didn't threaten to arrest
You just did,
No,
brother.
I didn't. I just said Arkansas is one of the 15 ID states.
That's not correct.
A demand or request.
Nope,
you
that's
have
not
to
correct.
Provide some identified
Get a lawyer
information.
out here. If you think that's true, you need to look into it because you're going to get yourself in trouble. That is not true, and I'm 1,000% positive, and I can show you case law and Supreme Court rulings and everything.
More or less, we're just concerned about what you're doing.
Well, do not think that you can
Yeah.
just stop and ID anyone you want. You're going to get yourself in trouble, and you're non-constitutional. You are unconstitutional.
Well, with what's going on, I mean, it's
You are
lawful to
no.
ask.
If you think you can do that,
Yeah,
you don't believe in the Fourth Amendment. If you think you can do that, no. This is important to everybody that you know the Fourth Amendment. What is it?
Sure, I know it.
So what is
Everybody
it?
all know it.
What is it?
The right of freedom.
No way you
Of
just
free
said that.
speech.
No, that's the First Amendment.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. The First Amendment.
No, the First
Everybody has right
bro.
to free speech.
What's the Fourth Amendment?
Okay. All right, just
Oh my God, dude! And you're a lieutenant? Is your chief here?
no, he's off.
We need someone to teach you what the Fourth Amendment
I know what
is.
the Fourth Amendment
What
is.
is it?
My question is,
What
to
is
you
the
just,
no?
what you're
Okay.
doing
What's the five elements of the First Amendment? There's
just-
five
we
elements.
just had some
There's
concern.
five elements of the First
and had some
Amendment.
questions for you.
No, I have some concerns and questions for you.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead. And
What are they, sir? What's the Fourth Amendment? You don't know any of it.
If you don't
You
wanna
need to
talk-
go study the Constitution, and until you do, don't say a word to me, please. Go back inside, look up the Constitution, and read those rights and learn them. Memorize them, then come out. Other than that, you don't know what you're doing or what you're talking about, and you don't need to be a lieutenant. And I'm sorry I'm getting mad, but that is ridiculous. You should be ashamed of yourself for not knowing the First or the Fourth. Walk of shame right there, and it's deserved.
Lieutenant Solomon claimed he could demand identification because Arkansas is a stop and ID state. But Mr. McHenry argued that the Fourth Amendment prevents officers from requiring identification without reasonable suspicion of criminal activity. In Brown v. Texas, 1979, the Supreme Court ruled that demanding ID without reasonable suspicion violates the Fourth Amendment. While Hybel v. 6th Judicial District Court of Nevada, 2004, allows arrest for refusing ID in a stop and ID state, Arkansas has no such explicit statute. The Eighth Circuit Court ruled in Stufflebeam v. Harris, 2008, that Arkansas law does not allow arrest for refusing ID unless tied to other criminal activity or officer safety. Thus, Lieutenant Solomon could request ID, but not demand it under threat of arrest without reasonable suspicion of illegal activity.
Oh, they're locking me out? Lieutenant Solomon, you're opening your city up for a lawsuit by allowing this door to be locked because of me. You're not allowed to pick and choose who comes in here. So either you lock it to everybody for the rest of the day, or you're opening yourself up for a lawsuit. And you better have a good reason for having it locked the rest of the day, not just because there's a guy with a camera. So you better open this door and let me come in and we can get this over with. Why are you guys so scared of someone with a camera? What are you hiding? You should be welcoming me in here, showing me around, making yourself look good, making your town look good. Let's start over. Let's start over. Do you want to let me in and just show me around and have a pleasant conversation so we can change this? I'm willing to start over with y'all. All right, I gave you a chance. I'm honestly not gonna waste my time in this stupid little hallway. This lady right here. Uh-oh, they're sending the sheriff out here. The sheriff showed up.
Hello, sir. How are you?
What's up, guys?
Good.
All right, I can come in now. They weren't letting me in a minute ago. You know, that's a lawsuit if I wanted to. I don't want to. I'm literally just trying to have a pleasant time here in Clinton. That's it. But here we have. What's your name, sir?
I'm Sheriff Eric Haynes.
Oh, you're the sheriff.
County. Yeah.
Awesome. Nice to meet you, sir. I'm Justin.
Good to meet you, Justin.
So why'd they send the sheriff down here for a guy with a camera?
Nobody sent the sheriff.
We
all monitor the radio traffic.
Hey, dude. Hey, hold on. Before you lie on camera.
If we get a call over the radio.
No, I heard them call the sheriff down here. I heard them on. I have them on video calling the sheriff down here.
Anyway, yeah, you're in here causing a problem.
No, I'm exercising my rights.
Yeah, but if it becomes disorderly.
I told you my name's Justin like 6 times, dude.
Okay.
You can ask, and I don't have to tell you.
Okay.
You have to have reasonable, or you have to have. No, you're not. You have to have reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime.
You're on private property looking at people's
Again, if you cause
no, this is public. This is public property.
If you cause a disturbance,
this is public property. Were you parking your cop cars back there? Then it's public. It's public.
There's not a problem.
I'm civil, brother.
That's what I'm saying. But if it did become disorderly, then you could be charged with disorderly conduct. Yeah. But until then, as long as you're civil,
you were also looking at private things back there too.
I can look at anything I can see from public. You can't trespass my eyes.
It's private property back
that's
there.
Public. If you park your cars back there, that's public.
The other cars are
and
public.
Even if it was private, I have to be trespassed before I've committed a crime.
Mr. McHenry argued that the parking lot was public because officers park there, and even if it were private property, he could only be trespassed after being warned. While the government's lease of private property grants usage rights, ownership remains private. However, if the property is used for public services, certain areas might be accessible to the public. Under Arkansas law, a person can only be charged with criminal trespass if they unlawfully enter or remain on private property after being told to leave. Since Mr. McHenry had not been asked to leave, he couldn't be suspected of trespassing.
ID, just because he wants to. That is mind-blowing that he thinks that. He doesn't know what the...
They don't know what you're doing.
I asked him what the Fourth Amendment was, and he says freedom. That's not... That's embarrassing, dude.
Searches and seizures. We know what it is.
You had to go look it up after. Okay, what's the 5 elements of the First Amendment?
If you state your last name,
what's the 5 elements? Give me 2 of them.
Okay.
We have a right to ask your full name.
Give me 2. You can ask all day, and I can tell you no.
Well, just like you said, he had to go look it up. You can sit down in your car and look up every amendment.
Dude, I know them by heart.
That doesn't matter. It's not required by law for anybody to know it.
It is required by law. Do you and you all sign?
That's where you're wrong.
No.
When you go to the academy, the only thing you're required to do is to read it. Become familiar with it.
All right, I'm about to own you.
Know where you can
get ready,
up
brother. Get ready.
Get ready.
You swore an oath to the Constitution when you were signed in, and I could find that on video, I bet. So you swore an oath to the Constitution.
Okay, so you were there.
No,
Now you're lying.
but that is what
See,
all
you just
police
lied.
do.
You're telling us we're lying.
No,
You're lying.
it is required.
No, you're
if you
looking up
didn't,
and to the right because you don't know. You're trying to. You're making
dude,
it up.
you listen.
So you
didn't swear an oath. So you didn't swear an oath.
I can tell you, you're being.
You can call me whatever you want.
See,
this sheriff, he does not believe in the Constitution, and he did not swear an oath to it.
That's what you believe. You're gonna have to get out. If you continue, and
yes,
this
ma'am.
becomes disorderly, I explained to you at that point it would be a disorderly conduct.
Dude, chill out. You're stupid.
Okay, you call me stupid. I call you stupid.
You don't even know that you swore an oath to the Constitution.
No, I'm not answering.
You walk around thinking that you have no duty to the Constitution.
The people, the residents
the
of Van Buren
Constitution.
County. Do you live
the
in Van Buren County?
The Constitution.
Do you live here in Van Buren County?
No, I don't.
Then I don't answer to you. Have a good day, sir.
Do you get state taxes? Do you get federal taxes? Do you get state and federal taxes?
Have a good day, sir.
So you don't know, brother.
Have a good day, sir.
You guys don't know anything here. You don't get. No, you can't. That's freedom of speech. That is. That's freedom of speech. You don't know the Constitution.
You obviously
What's
don't
freedom
know
of speech
the statute
mean?
Of disorderly conduct. If you incite a riot,
if you
incite a riot,
what riot am I inciting?
Which includes
freedom of speech, brother.
More than 2 or 3 people.
Freedom of speech.
Then
you guys are the making the riot, then not me. I'm by myself.
Making a riot. You're the one.
I'm by myself.
Stupid and dumb, and you're the one that's.
You guys are the ones that are supposed to know the Constitution, and I know it.
Lieutenant Solomon claimed that Mr. McHenry committed disorderly conduct for using a profane word, and Sheriff Coons accused him of inciting a riot. However, Arkansas law prohibits abusive or obscene language likely to provoke violence, not mere profanity, which is protected by the First Amendment, as confirmed by the U.S. Supreme Court in Cohen v. California, 1971, and the Arkansas Supreme Court in Bailey v. State, 1998. Additionally, criticism of law enforcement, even with profanity, is protected speech. Contrary to Sheriff Coons' claim, Mr. McHenry's actions did not meet the legal definition of inciting a riot, as he did not urge anyone to engage in violent conduct.
Our whole job is to uphold the
state
Constitution.
Laws that are in the statute. Nope. What's more important than state laws? Federal laws.
Federal law doesn't supersede
it absolutely
state law.
No way.
That's
you just said that.
Wrong.
No, yes it
That's
does.
Where you're wrong.
Yes it does. Yeah. I promise you. If the Supreme Court says Arkansas state law is wrong, then it's wrong and over with. Arkansas doesn't get to say, well, we get to do whatever we want.
Constitution.
You're embarrassing yourself on the internet.
No, I'm not.
You are.
No, I'm not. You're embarrassing
yourself. Say your name again. If you don't think you're embarrassing yourself, what's your name?
I won't say my name until you say yours. I already said it once.
I already said it.
No, you didn't. You didn't give us your full name.
I don't have to.
I told you my full name and who I work for.
Yeah, because it's your job to. It's not mine. I'm a private citizen. You are not.
Show me the law right now that says that I have to give you my name.
That's in your policy.
And who I am.
That's in your policy.
I'm asking you.
Give me 2 minutes and I could look it up.
We wrote the policy. It's our policy.
And then you should know it, dude. You're dismissed. How about that?
Thank you for dismissing.
You're welcome. I'll see you later.
Maybe I will if you come see me.
God, I hope so. Because you're content. You're nothing but content.
You're welcome to come visit my office anytime.
I'll be up there in a little bit. How about that?
That is wonderful.
Before you close today, I'll see you up there.
I made the sheriff's office.
Give everybody a warning.
Door. Yes.
Yeah, unlike the police station, is not open door. They locked it on me. So you're just proving how they were wrong for locking the door.
If there's a woman here by herself,
she's not. There's like 4 cops in there, dude. You're making up as you go. You're dismissed. Go back to your freaking office.
You're officially dismissed. I'm not requiring you to be here. You're free to go.
I'm free to stay too. Go back to your office. You're dismissed.
The people of Van Buren County.
Listen.
If you don't live here,
one thing you need to go home knowing is you serve the Constitution, and the Constitution serves the people. You serve the Constitution.
So you come here from out of town, and you go town to town, and you try to do some type of a constitutional audit just to try to engage police officers. Is that what you're doing? Because you're bored.
Is that what it is?
You've got nothing better to do.
More assuming.
This is not a service to the country.
Yes, it is.
No, it's embarrassing.
I get thanked every single day, dude.
Genuine people that actually believe in our Constitution, it embarrasses.
You don't even know what the Constitution is to believe in it.
You don't know.
You think Arkansas law supersedes the Constitution. Get out of my face if you think that. You think Arkansas law supersedes it? The Constitution is all. The Constitution is all. Nothing is over the Constitution.
So you think because a federal agent comes here and says that I'm supposed to take somebody's weapons away, that I'm supposed to enforce that because that's federal?
Does that say that in the Constitution?
No, absolutely
I'm
not.
saying
Absolutely not.
the
State of Arkansas
Constitution
says we are a right
Bro.
to open carry.
Okay,
and
if
I
it
will
ever
stand behind that
if it ever
100%,
comes to that,
and that's Arkansas Constitution.
all right. The Constitution says that the government can never take our guns away. But I was not saying the government supersedes Arkansas state law. I was saying the Constitution does, and the Constitution has a Second Amendment. You think I'm wrong by saying the Constitution supersedes Arkansas state law. That is mind-blowing, and it does piss me off.
I said Arkansas Constitution. I did not say Arkansas
So, okay.
law. So you can record your video and you can play
Same
that
thing.
back. You just lied when you said
No.
I said Arkansas law. You just lied.
I think you said law, but I'll just agree to agree. I'll agree to disagree. Listen, I'll agree to disagree. You said Constitution, fine. That's still wrong, brother. Arkansas Constitution does not supersede the Constitution of the United States.
Sheriff Coons claimed that federal law does not supersede state law, which Mr. McHenry disputed. Although Coons later clarified he meant the Arkansas Constitution, federal law, under the U.S. Constitution's Supremacy Clause, takes precedence over state law when there's a conflict.
Camera, that it does, because I'd love to have that on camera.
Hit for the camera.
Say Arkansas law.
Got you there. Why are you smiling?
You were,
Dude, you're smiling.
Because that was kind of funny.
You're almost laughing.
Because that was kind of funny.
I know,
but you're 5 years old, dude. You're 5 years
I'm
old.
dealing with a 5-year-old. You do realize that I wasn't called on the radio. I overheard the radio, and I came down here. But here's what you don't understand.
I'll believe whatever you say, sure.
But wait, I'm just trying to explain this to you. I came down here to
You're just trying to start an argument, dude.
No, I came
this was
down
stuff
here
from the
to
past that you just keep bringing up.
This was a peaceful conversation.
Okay.
Again, this is a city police department. When I heard disturbance at the city police department, I come down here to ensure that this would be a peaceful encounter.
And you ruined it, man. You were going to be the savior. So this was going to be a perfect video of the sheriff coming down here and straightening things out, but it wasn't. It was a sheriff coming down here and looking dumber than the police officer that called the sheriff down here to begin with.
Okay.
And if it wasn't for your Second Amendment comment, you would have nothing good to say this entire time.
You're trying to serve your country by confronting police departments with a random.
It's a name, dude. Chill out.
But it's a random.
Yep, I'm a patriot.
It's not a scheduled. It's a random, what you call a constitutional audit.
So, that's not all I do, but that is kind of what today is. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay. But that's serving your country by trying to surprise a police department or sheriff's office and walk in and go.
So you obviously don't know the purpose of it. My number one purpose.
And you just said when I post this.
My number one purpose is to make change. And so I'm educating the police department or the sheriff's office. I'm educating the people in that town as well.
Well, if that was your goal, and
that is my goal.
And interrupted your goal with the police department, I apologize.
That is my goal.
Okay.
Within 5 seconds, you said Arkansas supersedes federal. That is the stupidest thing a sheriff could say.
Okay, you just made a generalized statement.
What did you say then? You say it. You say it how you said it. You say it how you said it.
Arkansas Constitution.
Still wrong. That's still wrong, dude. That's wrong.
And I didn't say supersedes. I said we have to abide by.
Do you want to go back?
County,
No. You said it overrules. You're trying to say you never said it.
I didn't say that. I'm not going to say I didn't say it. I'm going to say whatever you have on video.
So will you admit? Will you do this for me? Will you admit you may be wrong and that you're going to go look into it?
I could be wrong.
And
I will research everything.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
I want you to know this, okay? I came into office in 2023. Van Buren County never had body cameras. Do you know why I got body cameras? Because I also worked at the police department and had a body camera the whole time I worked here. Body cameras prove the truth.
It saves both sides.
There you go.
Cameras prove the truth, right?
I use cameras every day, and it kept us out of lawsuits.
So cameras,
the citizens and the
because cameras don't lie.
There you go. We're just about done here, I reckon. I don't think he tried to go past the authorized.
I wouldn't.
personnel.
Nope, never would.
Again, since I took office, I made sure that we have body cameras. We've ordered in-car dash cameras. As soon as we get our equipment, we will have those installed. We've done a lot.
All right.
Since I've been in office to ensure the general public safety.
You're winning me back.
Okay.
Can I ask you one thing, and it'll really make a big difference?
Yep.
Can you demand ID just because you want to? Like, for example, right now, could you make me ID?
Only if somebody that I'm asking for their ID has committed a crime or has been suspected of committing a crime.
All right. That's another point, man. Thank you.
Because I don't need to know who you are if I think you committed a crime.
You've said more right things than wrong things, so you've won me back. I appreciate you answering those questions. I'll shake your hand if you will.
What was the first name?
Yours. I'm
Aaron.
Oh, I'm Justin.
Justin.
Yeah. Is there anything else you need of me?
No, we're good.
I won't dismiss you. I am going to do one more little lap in that room right there. I'm obviously not going to...
And I will say before I leave, if you want to come to the sheriff's office, we are open 24 hours a day.
I will be there. Well, I'll see you up there.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, guys. See you guys. Thanks, Eric.
After Mr. McHenry shared the encounter on his YouTube channel, complaints were filed against Lieutenant Solomon, prompting an internal investigation. On April 10, 2024, Clinton Police Chief Jay Murdoch issued a letter of reprimand, demoting Solomon to patrol officer, reducing his pay, and placing him on probation for 12 months. The letter cited a lack of leadership, policy violations, and misuse of department resources. That same day, Solomon resigned, stating he had accepted a non-law enforcement job. It remains unclear if any action has been taken against Sheriff Coons or if Mr. McHenry will pursue legal action. On October 31st, 2022, Trenton police officers Dinatal and Yeldell stopped Mr. Daniel and Miss Myra after being dispatched to a call involving a custody dispute. The interaction was captured on Officer Dinatal's body camera.
Somebody else riding the truck? Somebody else riding in the truck with you? Y'all just got out of the truck?
Wait, you saying somebody riding it?
Y'all just got out of this truck, right? No. Parked there for a while. Were y'all just sitting in the truck?
I mean...
Yes, right? You was just sitting in the truck?
You just sit...
What?
I don't answer questions. I don't want to incriminate myself, so... You're not incriminating yourself, you're answering a question. Which can potentially incriminate myself, so I don't answer questions. We were here for a long time.
No, I'm not worried about if you was here for a long time or not. It's pertaining to the call, but you're not in any trouble.
We're here for a call for service. We're trying to see if my partner's asking you a question to see if you pertain to the call. If you don't, then you'll be on your way, and we'll be on our way handling our job. No, it's fine. I understand. There's no need to get smart with me. No, I'm not trying to get smart with you. I was just saying, like, I don't want to get in trouble for doing nothing wrong. Okay. You know what I mean? I'm just standing here. There's no need to get smart with a police officer. I wasn't trying to get smart with you. Okay. Keep it that way. I'm not trying to give you a hard time. Keep it that way. Can you give a description of the vehicle?
Said it was a Dodge Ram truck, red in color, and she gave me a plate.
You guys get a call for a Dodge Ram truck?
Yes, we got a call for you too.
Place, so you guys pull up here?
And you have a responsibility to check it out. If you guys are doing nothing wrong, then you guys are doing nothing wrong.
That's fine. I'm just curious.
Do you guys have IDs just so I can see who I'm talking with?
I do, but I don't feel like I have to give it to you.
Well, you do.
I don't.
I'm telling you, you do.
In the state of New Jersey, it's an non-ID state. I haven't committed a crime.
Officer Dinatal demanded Mr. Daniel's ID, but Mr. Daniel refused, noting New Jersey is not a stop-and-ID state. While some states allow arrest for refusing to provide ID if there's reasonable suspicion, New Jersey typically doesn't unless there's suspicion of illegal activity. Since the call was about a custody dispute, it's unlikely Mr. Daniel was legally required to identify himself.
I have your name and badge number, by the way? Your badge number.
I need your IDs.
I need you guys' name and badge numbers. I'm interacting. I don't even know who you guys are. I'm interacting with police. You guys need to identify.
Right now.
Clear identifiers.
Okay, but I don't...
Cameras are running.
Why are you intimidating me like this?
I'm not intimidating you.
You came up to me really aggressively.
I'm not intimidating you.
Why are you being aggressive like this? I haven't committed a crime. You're trying to ID me. I haven't done anything wrong.
We got a call. My dispatchers are giving your vehicle with you guys being described.
You're trying to jump the gun and do wait. You're not.
331.
I'm not trying to cause any problems.
So we got called here, right? When we got here.
Alright, Tepper, what's the complaint about? Because we're out with these two parties. We're trying to identify them and figure out what's going on.
The truck was identified. Not you, not her. I asked whether or not you were sitting in the truck because something could have been wrong with her, something could have been wrong with you. That's why I asked you, right? But then you got smart with me.
I wasn't trying to be smart. I wasn't trying to be smart.
We have an obligation, right? When we're talking with people and we get a call. And I'm not saying you two are doing anything wrong. But I'm going to call my dispatcher, as you heard on my radio, and I turned it up so you could hear.
Right.
Male, female, Dodge Ram truck.
That's it. Did I do something wrong? No.
So I'm asking you to identify yourself.
And I am refusing to identify myself because I have not committed a crime. And in New Jersey, this is a non-ID state. I refuse to identify myself. You asked me, and I refused. I feel like
this is an investigation, and I'm asking you to
so
investigate.
Investigate.
And
it's fine.
you
investigate.
And
I am
you
not
need
going to. I am not going to
your
identify myself.
So now you're obstructing. So the
I'm not
rest of us should
obstructing.
go to jail.
Obstructing.
Officer Dynatail placed Mr. Daniel in handcuffs, accusing him of obstruction for refusing to identify himself. However, under New Jersey law, obstruction requires physical interference, force, or an unlawful act. In previous cases, such as State v. Camillo, courts ruled that simply refusing to provide identification does not constitute obstruction unless accompanied by physical interference or an unlawful act. Based on this precedent, it is unlikely that Mr. Daniel's refusal to provide ID would legally be considered obstruction.
Supervisor, I'm requesting a supervisor. I'm requesting a supervisor. I want a supervisor. I did nothing wrong.
No.
Relax. You're obstructing.
I'm not obstructing.
Man, back up. Back up here. You're going to be arrested too. Back up.
I'm requesting a supervisor. Do not confess the charges. Relax. I do not. This is against my First Amendment. This is against my Fourth Amendment. Why are you putting me in? Why are you? Okay, I will get in. I'm not resisting. He's sticking in my pockets. He's sticking in my pockets.
No, what are you doing?
I'm patting you down. It's called search.
I want your badge number.
Okay, it's Officer Detail 7.
I'm requesting a supervisor.
Have a seat in the car.
I'm requesting a supervisor.
I want a supervisor.
Baby,
you're intimidating me.
Baby, my wallet's on the floor.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh my God, don't touch me. Oh, I didn't do anything wrong. This is my legal right.
Stop.
This is my legal right. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I'm uncomfortable. Don't touch me. I'm not fighting.
Is this your phone right here?
I want my supervisor. Baby, what? I know. I want a supervisor.
Both disorderly persons obstructing an investigation, didn't want ID. Told him he was being detained, didn't want to provide identification. Female started getting rowdy, started grabbing at us, tried to prevent us from searching him incidental to arrest. Both are under arrest for disorderly person. So Daniel, I want you to understand something. When the police are conducting an investigation, right, doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong.
Right.
But you have to identify, okay? It's called search incidental to arrest. So I pat you down, and I have to pat everywhere.
All right, but
I'm
being
across the
illegally
board.
arrested because I haven't committed a crime.
But it's not. It's called...
Not identifying myself is not illegal.
You're obstructing the administration
I'm not
of investigation.
obstructing an investigation because I'm not identifying myself. That's not
You are.
obstructing. I'm just trying to explain to you guys that I don't have to identify myself. I'm letting you guys know. Look, I believe I'm a strong believer. I have identified myself. Yes, of course. I'm being placed under arrest, so lawfully, under the law, I have to identify myself. Being suspicious is not a crime. I don't have to identify myself. So it's not obstruction.
So remember how I was saying dispatch? What I said our dispatchers are telling us? A male and a female in a Dodge Ram gray color pickup truck.
That's fine. That's fine. But you haven't observed any crime. I'm just standing.
So we have a right to
investigate. Correct.
And identify.
Right. You can ask me for identification. I can refuse
to
identify.
And if the party refuses, the police officer has an obligation to now, if they refuse to give information, we now detain if they...
Officer Dinatal claimed that law enforcement can detain and arrest citizens who refuse to identify themselves during investigations. However, under Supreme Court rulings, an officer must have reasonable suspicion of criminal activity to detain someone and probable cause to arrest them. Merely refusing to provide identification during a consensual encounter does not justify detention or arrest, as clarified in Florida v. Royer, 1983. Based on the body cam footage, a court would likely conclude that Mr. Daniel's detention and arrest were unlawful, as there appeared to be no reasonable suspicion of a crime.
You can
get detained for not identifying.
Can we please speak to a supervisor at the station?
You're going to. You're literally going to see a supervisor.
Thank you.
All right?
Yes, thank you.
Following their arrest, Mr. Daniel and Miss Myra were charged with obstruction. Long Island Audit reported that the prosecutor offered to drop the charges in exchange for a fine, but they declined in an effort to hold the officers accountable. While it is known that legal action has been taken, the results have not been shared.